Hi everyone, it's Asia Marquet here, Lemon Creation. Today I have an art journal page which I absolutely love. The focal point, the small animal, is adorable and I like the background very much, the stamps and the colors. So it's a very quick page. If you want to see how it came to life, stay tuned. This art journal is actually a journal which I am trying to fill up with my designs. So every page has some of my designs in it. I just wanted to make a art journal filled up with my stamps, stencils, or just my drawings simply. And so today it's gonna be a little bit again about that. I'm gonna be using two stamps from my two sets. One is Science I Don't Get. I love this stamp and somehow I don't know, I wanted always to have a stamp like that. And I don't use it quite often. I think it's because it's so special, so weird that I'm afraid that maybe it will not please you guys. So I kind of put it away and I use other stamps which I think are more popular. But this one is really nice, and today I wanted to do something different, something kind of, it's not industrial, but a little bit of I don't know, technical, I have no idea. That looks like a blueprint to me, or some kind of pipes. But well, it's just that I wanted to do something different. So what I'm doing is just a simple stamping. I wanted to add a stamping at the background and then add the colors, which is not always a good idea. You have to be careful, because if you stamp first and then add the color, the stamping can fade. Because the color is gonna cover the ink. So I used, later you're gonna see, but you've seen on the photos anyway, I used two kind of bright colors, so it was not a big issue, but you have to keep it always in mind. But then again, if you want your colors to go where your stamping is, and so you prefer to stamp first and then add the colors, this is the way to go, and that's what I wanted to do today. I didn't just wanted to put the colors like, you know, like I feel like, and then try to fit up the stamps to the colors. I just wanted to actually make a background with the colors, with the stamps, sorry, first, and then fill it up with color. And I use a little bit of paper here to do a little bit of masking, so I don't have, you know, the double lines which are crossing and they don't look very well, very good. And yes, I could have done a little bit more of grunge. I didn't have to really use the masking, but I wanted the page to be kind of very neat. That's the good word, I think. So here it is. I'm happy with how it looks like. And guys, honestly, I would be even able to just leave it like that, because I kind of like the, not the drawings, but the lines. One more thing, I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It's a perfect ink for very intricate designs. Be careful though, that's why I was trying it. It's not drying as quickly as archival ink, and it can make stains all over the page, which happened to me a few times. So now when I am using it, I try to remember and to dry it with a heat gun, because as I said, it sets a little bit longer than the archival ink. And this is the set Theos Birds, because there is a stamp at the bottom of this set with a small bird, which my son, who is now 9 years old, draw, and so that's why I call it like that. The signs here, the X's, are my designs, and I decided to use them separately, so that's why I'm just doing right now. I am inking only one of the X. Sorry, I forgot the word here. And I'm gonna put one on the top of the page and two at the bottom, and one of those two is gonna kind of go out of the page. It's not gonna be fully imprinted or printed, no, fully printed on the page. Because sometimes that's actually looks way better if you kind of put the focal points or stamping a little bit of the page. It just adds a little bit more of interest. One more thing, when I use archival ink or VersaFine ink, I do not clean my stamps. Because first of all, when the stamps are completely new, it's better to leave the permanent ink on, because it's later stamping much better. Always the first impressions when you stamp new stamps are not super clear, so just do that. Stamp a few times on the piece of scrap paper with the preferably black ink, because like that it stays, you know, the color is not bothering you that much, and just let it dry on the stamp without cleaning it. And so here we go now, time for the colors. I'm gonna be using two Lindy sprays, and they are actually, one is Flat Fabio, so it has no shine to it. That's the Ocean Breeze Blue, and the Cotton Candy Pink, it's actually Starburst, so it means that it has some shine to it. I don't mind mixing them up, just the opposite. I found that if I mix the Flat Fabio with Starburst, I get a little bit less of the shine, which is fine with me because I am not so much into sparkle. And Lindy's has a lot of sprays with sparkle, with shine, so I use them quite often, mixing them together. And here I was hesitating because I wasn't sure how to spray, in which part of the page add the paint, but it was spraying quite nicely. And look at that, and those two colors, those two particular colors, they go really well together. I find they do not make a matte, they kind of make a violet color, which is normal because blue and pink will get you a little bit of purple color, and so, you know, you don't have matte and it looks nice. I still dabbed a little bit of excess of the paint with the tissue. I like doing that. I think there is more control. Also, the color is changing when you dab the excess with the tissue, or if you just leave it and then dry with the heat gun, or even if just leave it to dry in the air. Every time, every one of these actions will give you a different color with the same exact application. I mean, it's not possible to have the same exact application, but let's assume that we would do the same application and just dry it in two different ways, and every single drying technique will get you a different application. This is something also I discovered over the years, which is super cool to know, because, you know, you can play with your paints. As you can see, this film is not actually sped up, so because I'm talking, I think, and I feel like, maybe you don't mind. But if you do mind, you can of course speed it up in the option, in the setting option down below. Well, I actually sped this part of the film because, well, drying is not that interesting, but as you can see, I'm drying and then I'm dabbing also the excess with the tissue. And like that, you also avoid warping of the pages. And here it is, the hero of the page, or whatever, the focal point of the page. It's the print I bought on Etsy. I get a lot of questions about those prints because lately I'm using them a lot. I am quite often going to Etsy and trying to find new things like a steampunk or something like that, which is super cool. I think they are called Unloved Toys, and they are done by My Insta Print, and I think My Insta is written together. So check the shop, because I find the prints are absolutely lovely. They have also Halloween prints, which are super cute, very similar to this one. And look at this guy, it's just amazing. I really love this type of, I don't know, the type of characters, I think. I'm gonna finish off the page with one of my words or sentences from really silly words, and as you can see, I have them in two colors. I have either white or black, and yes, here I'm pressing him because he doesn't want to get glued to the page. But coming back to my words, they exist. The same words exist in black and white in the book. And so I choose, I'm not even sure right now, because I'm doing voiceover when the film is already made, so I'm not even sure which word I choose. Which color? I probably choose the black one. If you want to have a look in my shop for the words or for stamps or stencils or other stuff I have there, I'm gonna give you a link in the description box below as always, and I would be very happy if you visit my shop. For those of you who are asking me from time to time if I am restocking my items, because I am one person, very small company, I do not have possibility to order big quantities of products, and so from time to time I'm running out of stock. But yes, I am restocking my items as quickly as I run out of stock. I try to get a new order, place new order, and get my stamps and stencils back in the shop. So here we go, and this is also a sentence I absolutely love, and I think it matches so much this little guy: I respectfully don't care. So I have to tell you honestly, this is one of the nicest pages to me. I really enjoy that, and yes, the guy is just adorable. I hope you really like it, because it's very, 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 very easy. You can make it also very quickly, very easily. And I wish you a beautiful day as always. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.